In this video, I'll be taking you through the structure of the academic year in Russia and what to expect. So the academic year in Russia typically lasts for 10 months. It starts in September and ends in June. It's divided into two parts: the first semester or the autumn semester and the spring semester or the second semester. For the first semester, it typically runs from the 1st of September to January. It consists approximately 17 academic weeks plus 2 examination weeks. For the second semester, it begins in the second week of February and lasts until the end of June. It has approximately 18 academic weeks and 3 exam weeks. So each semester include regular classes, module or midterm testing around the 9th and 18th week. It's followed by final exams in January and June. In some universities, the semester is further divided into modules. So it could be you have an exam after each module. So for example, my university, we have within the semester, we have two, we call them attestations. So the first attestation and the second attestation, and then the exam. Examination periods follow teaching weeks. So you have to pass the test, you have to pass the exams for you to go to the next level. We're going to holidays and breaks. Winter holidays are about 2 weeks. That's like the shortest holidays. And it usually happens during New Year, and Christmas, and it lasts, that week. But for summer holidays, they're longer. They're my favorite, okay? They typically last for 8 weeks, starting from July to the end of August. So some students in later years, like 3rd year, 4th year, will be having practicals or internships, and they have to still be, involved with something during the semester, during the holidays, and they're not entirely free. So the daily schedule and class format. Classes are usually scheduled in double periods, each lasting for an hour and 30 minutes. That's 2 academic hours of 45 minutes each. A typical day may have several of these academic hours, and classes might start at 8:30 until the evening. Some universities can even go up to 9:30 p.m. But this depends on the university. Teaching methods include lectures, seminars, practical laboratory classes, tests, independent work, and research projects. Now, let's move on to orientation and student life. The academic year begins with, welcoming the first year students, the newbies. It's known as the Day of Knowledge, where students meet their faculty and receive information on their particular faculty. So students receive their timetables, their daily schedule, locations, and instructors. All this for, in preparation for their courses. Instructions is typically in Russian in most state universities, but many programs, especially for international students, are provided in English. It just depends on which university you're going to and the course you're going to study in. I'm going to go through a summary of what you would expect in an academic year. Number 1, you expect 2 semesters, each running from September to January. The second one from February to June, and 2-month holiday, summer holiday. Number 2, classes mixed with regular testings and an exam after each semester. Number 3, a winter break during New Year and a long summer break at the end of the second semester. And keep this in mind, classes are usually scheduled for an hour and 30 minutes. That's 2 academic hours. And by 2 academic hours, I mean that's like for one class. You get what I'm saying? Like in blocks. And you would expect an orientation at the start of the semester. So programs are available in Russian and English, and they start with the preparatory course before the main course. My only emphasis is that you do your research before applying to a university and see whether they do provide the course you're applying to in English. That's if you want to study in English. So I'll now run you down through what is expected of you as a student studying in these universities. I will not stress this enough, but as a foreign student studying in Russia, you have no business. You have no business keeping quiet in class. You have no business sitting at the back in class. You have no business missing a class. Make the teacher know you exist. Shout, make that noise, raise your hand, be seen. Okay? Be seen. Be heard. The other point is you have independent studies. That means you have to be doing your homework, individual work. In each university, they have a system where you have to go in, do some classwork there, depending on what subject it is, what predmet, and do the testings and so on and so forth to gain more marks. Whatever you do, if there's extra work, do it. It's good for you. You gain more marks. It's easier to gain more marks during the semester and, you know, attack the exam, add on to the marks. Get it from me. Get it from me. If teachers see that you are participating during the semester, it's easier for them to give you marks in the exam. If I'm making sense, because you are participating, they have it in their minds. This girl is smart. Let me give her a 5. Let me give her a 4. Okay. And number 3, there are regular assessments. So during each class, a teacher could come in with a quiz, and you have to pass it. You have to be prepared. You just have to pass it, because these quizzes add up to the marks going into the exam. So I'll take, for example, at my university, in each semester you're supposed to you're given a maximum of 40% to gain through the semester before the exam. So the exam you get 60%, but during the semester you get 40%. Now imagine you have 40% during the semester and you're walking into the exam with 40%, and the pass mark is 50. Now I'm not telling you to settle for the bare minimum and say during the exam I only get a 10% to make it 50% and just pass and clear. No, we don't do that here. Okay, so but you know you have a foundation, like you go into the exam with some sense of pride, like no matter what, I'm going to, you know, pass. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? The other point is it's expected of you to hand in your assignments, your work as early as you can. Don't just, you know, do things anyhow, haphazardly. No, do your work on time. Now, the other point is if your course is in Russian, let me just tell you right now, it won't be a walk in the park. You have to put in extra hours. You have to put in extra work. You have to study more. You have to study more. You have to put in the work, and it won't be easy. It won't be easy. but you have to, if you're studying in Russian, you have to show up. You have to show up. Okay, but I do know that some lecturers favor, like, they know that your Russian isn't too good, so they won't scrutinize you on you missing cases, you not using a correct form of word or something. But as long as you show them that you know what you're talking about and you have an idea of what you're saying, of what you're studying, they will give you the mark. The other point is, it's expected of you to have integrity in that exam room. No cheating. No cheating. Cheating is not allowed. You have to have integrity. And what happens is, if you're caught cheating during an exam, you're automatically given a 0. They'll just grab your paper and repeat, and you'll be considered as absent. Yeah. It's expected of you to, attend university events, orientations, just to get familiar with your university. Okay, just get familiar. Last point, it's expected of you to adapt to the calendar. Adapt to the academic calendar, be on your toes. Like, just find out more information, extra bonus. If there are seniors at your university, ask them questions. Ask them questions on how, maybe a certain professor, am I supposed to do extra work? Like, how do I get into their good books? Just ask questions about everything. Ask them questions, okay? All right, so this was all for today's video. If you have any questions at all concerning the Russian academic calendar, the structure, please do write them down in the comment sections, and I will be sure to answer your questions. Maybe in the comment section, or I would make another video concerning it. Okay? Stay safe.